Yeah, I just wanted to jump on here for a minute, I guess, and talk about addiction. Just read some stuff on Twitter. Folks having issues with spouses and things of that nature, and um, it's sad. It's one of those things you want to do. You want to do something to help, but there's nothing you can do. And when you're talking about addiction, um, you're dealing with an animal that most can't comprehend because um, there's a relationship involved. So it's easy to see the faults in the alcoholic, which are many. It's a thinking disease. Alcohol is a symptom of the problem of alcoholism. Now, it's the most famous symptom, and it'll get you graveyard dead, um, pretty quick, and certainly just take a lot of destruction with it when you're going. And I can testify to that very recently, and the effect that untreated, not drinking, but thinking, the alcoholic thinking is as devastating or more so than the drinking. The drinking generally causes ramifications for the individual that the spouse's family have to deal with. The thinking, it's everybody all the time. The drinking, you may have a respite of a few days, but when the thinking goes wrong, um, everything goes wrong. There's nothing. There's no ability to I don't know, be logical, reasonable. There's none of that. That is gone. It's essentially you become a reprobate when you get into the depths of drinking, as I did, and the depths of thinking, as I did very recently. I put out posts with my sexual issues. I put out posts with my behavior, the way I treated Sherry, my ex-wife, my most recent ex-wife. And it's a very serious thing, and it can't be taken lightly, and it's not to be trifled with. I get frustrated when I use Twitter. That's what I use. So you get frustrated when you see, "I'm so sorry this has happened to you." And talking about the spouse, doesn't matter, man, woman. It's female, but it doesn't matter. "I feel so sorry for you." Well, that's very naive, very childish way to look at things in general, but certainly with addiction, um, anybody involved with an addict or an alcoholic has a role to play in the life of that alcoholic. If you're involved, relationship-wise, however it is, son, daughter, aunt, uncle, doesn't matter. You have a role in that alcoholic's life, and it's so difficult to take a step back and look at, what is my role in all this, and how am I, where am I to blame in this? Especially when you see yourself a victim, it's impossible. And I played victim. I've had the self-pity, the parties, baby. I mean, just loaded, rocking down. Just pity parties everywhere. About anything, didn't matter. As long as that thinking was wrong, as long as I was inserting my will into my life without the regard of the Lord God and His will for my life, the humility that requires to do that, being unable to see I've essentially been flying blind for roughly 10 years, and the disease got to a point to where the circumstances were such that I could no longer deal with it. Mentally, emotionally, financially, being lazy, wasn't doing anything or wasn't doing much. Just kind of laid back, enjoying myself. And while this thing crumbled around me, that's my responsibility that I let it happen. But I have to recognize that. I didn't see it. I wanted to blame Sherry. I wanted to blame this person or that person. None of that is accurate. It's irrelevant. Let me say it that way. It's irrelevant the role that they played in my behavior in regards to my recovery. My recovery requires me, spit it out there, Upchuck, requires me complete honesty, humility, prayer, constant prayer. These things it's become I'm doing things 180 degrees to where I was 6 months ago. Now, why I didn't see that then and take steps, and maybe I could have saved the marriage, I think it was pretty much done. Just looking back and certain things, but it doesn't matter. The role was mine. I mean, at that point, until I told her to leave, she was leaving anyway, but until I told her to leave and get out and go, things were getting sketchy in my opinion. And, it was, well, hang on, I'm going to stop it for a second.